not so. And I've come back with a decision towards how I want to proceed with this channel. I've decided to show my face from now on, because even though let me first explain why I first wanted to hide my face when I was doing ASMR, It was because my face was not the point of attention. I didn't want my face to be the point of attention for you when people are listening to my ASMR videos. But then I realized I actually prefer to watch ASMR videos with people showing their faces. I don't know, it just made sense, and yeah, I wanted to continue showing my face from now on. Like, I wanted to start showing my face from now on, and I didn't really prepare much for this video because I have been really demotivated for these past months, mostly because I was first on a mandatory break, because I was not in the country. I was out of the country for both work and holiday reasons, traveling reasons. But after that, after I came back, I didn't do any ASMR. I didn't record any ASMR for a few weeks, and those few weeks became months, and here we are. And as I said, I have been really demotivated, and I have been trying to watch YouTube videos about creating successful YouTube channels, just anything to make me motivate. And I came across a channel that I used to listen to years ago, and it's this old elderly woman who's doing ASMR, but her focus is not ASMR, because she doesn't professionally do ASMR. She just speaks in a lowly voice. She mentions ASMR in her videos, of course, but she does it in a more advice-giving setting. Like, she talks about life. She shares her life experiences, her hobbies, what she does. Sometimes she's out in the nature, sometimes she's at home. So I used to listen to her, but for some reason I stopped. I guess I wasn't subscribed to her channel, and that's why I wasn't getting any updates from her, because I had forgotten about her. But today I saw her video again, a recent video from her, and I'm like, wow, she still does this, because it's been years that I haven't seen her. So I don't know, I think listening to her again after years brought back the motivation that I had back then, if you know what I mean, because back then I was a happier person just in general. And I was like, okay, I am pulling up the microphone, the camera, everything, and I'm just recording, because I need to get back into the channel. Okay, I need to get back into the channel. And I didn't even get dressed. Like, this is my pajama. I didn't even get dressed. And what else is new? Oh, I got a new microphone. I got a Blue Yeti now, which I'm using for the first time. I'm still trying to figure out the settings yada yada. You know the drill. And other than that, yes, the reason I've been away, really. So, like I said, at first I was away mandatorily because I was not here. I was out of the country and I was not in a position to record ASMR videos. But that was just 2 weeks. Was it 2 weeks? Yeah, I think. Yes, I was away for 2 weeks, yes. It was the beginning of August. And after I came back, I was just, trying to find motivation again. Because that's what I struggle with the most. But then, me and 300 other colleagues, we have all learned that we're getting fired. It's a big company. It's a huge company. It's a leading company in what it does. But I'm not going to talk about the company. I'm not going to talk about what I do. But that's irrelevant. But we found out that we're being let go from the company because our department is not financially satisfactory to the company's expectations. Because so my department opened 3 years ago and I was hired when it opened, so I've been working here for 3 years now. But their plans, their financial plans, didn't foresee the situation that unfolded over the 3 years, so they were not prepared. Of course they had a plan. It's a huge corporation. I mean, how would they not? They had a plan, they had a budget, but the situation, economical situation in the company, the inflation and everything, yada yada, whatever, didn't fit their plans. So they had to make a tough decision. And decide to let us all go, like 300 people. And the worst of it all, we don't even know when we're getting fired. They were like, okay, and yada yada, we came here 3 years ago, we did this, we did that, we opened this office, a lot of people are working here, people are really bright, we are really satisfied with your effort and everything. This is not about you, but due to the financial situations of the country, yada yada, we are going to be ramping down the department. Well, I was like, ramping down, so they're going to let go some of us, because that's what ramping down means, right? No, they're closing the entire department. But whatever, that's not why I'm here, that's not what I'm here to talk about, okay? I'm here to talk about myself and the future of this channel, okay? And you, if you allow me. Yeah, I have been busy with that feeling of being dismissed from the company. I am not looking for another job, and honestly, I will not look for another job after I am dismissed, after I am out of the job finally, which I hope comes really soon, because I'm gonna be honest, I'm not going to talk about the job, but I'm going to talk about what it made me feel like for the past 3 years. So, I have worked at a corporate job before this. This is not my first time working at a corporate job. I am what they call a white-collar worker. So, I'm a white-collar worker. I'm an office employee. I work in front of the computer all day long. in work life, I have never been more unhealthy, more depressed in my life than I have been for the past 3 years. These past 3 years have been my worst. So I didn't really get into this company, get into this job with a huge, what's the word? With enthusiasm, because I was chasing something else at the same time when I was first hired for this job. But that other thing didn't happen, which was what I wanted, really. But I was also interviewing for this role, for this company, and I got okay from both. But I was going to proceed with the other option, but something else came up. That position is in another city, and there were other reasons, yada yada, which I'm not going to get into. So I was stuck with this one, but at first I was okay with it. I was okay with this job at first because this is a big company. I had big hopes for my future. I was getting into a new field. This is a field that I haven't worked in before. I mean, the work that we do. It's not my profession, but it has been not easy. It has been easy to learn, but it just took time. It took months to learn everything, and it's still a process of learning, but I can say I am one of the better ones at the department when it comes to knowing the process and everything that we do. But like I said, I have never been more depressed in my life for the past 3 years. Because this job is just stress. Everything is, people are toxic. First of all, the management, toxic. Nobody knows what they're doing except a few. And those few can't do anything about it. I'm sure you all know, if you worked at a corporate job, I'm sure you all know what I'm talking about. This doesn't have to be a corporate job, really. This can be any job where there are people that you have to work with, that you have to work for. For me, it was the people that I work with. The managers, other colleagues, like yada yada. So, but yeah, this and that and that, like a lot of things contributed to my depression. And I decided that, oh my god, this is not what I am going to be doing for the rest of my life. This is not. So I started thinking about what else I can do apart from working as a white collar employee. Like, I've always wanted to run my own job, run my own business, but I just still don't know where to start. this job, which is months away, to say the least. Like, I still don't know when I'm getting fired, but I'm getting fired after 2026, April, around May, maybe later. I still don't know. It's going to be revealed this December when the company's budget plan for 2026 is decided, planned. That's when they're going to announce, reveal who is getting fired first, who is going to work until the last point. We don't know. Because they are relocating the office. They're not just closing it, they are relocating it to another country. That's the whole drama. Yeah, until that time comes, until I'm out of this job, I will just figure out what to do after. That is, for the time being, ASMR. I really want to lean into ASMR and be more productive, which I said previously in my videos again. Like, this is what I would do, of course, but yeah, that's what it is with motivation. You have it, and then you don't. But one thing I learned in life about motivation is that you don't wait for motivation to come. That's just not going to work. You don't wait for motivation to come. Motivation only comes when you start acting for whatever it is that you want motivation for. Do you want to start working out? And do you need motivation? Start working out, then the motivation will come. This is a golden rule for life. Like, write it down if you haven't already, if you haven't realized it already, but don't wait for motivation to come. Take action, then it will come. Okay, but yeah, if I didn't pick this camera and microphone up right now, I would still be waiting for motivation to come. I'm like, okay, how long am I gonna wait for motivation to start recording another video? And here I am. I think you might be getting background noises because this microphone picks up everything. And the gain is not even the full, it's half, somewhere in the halfway around, but okay, whatever. So what else? It has been 20 minutes already, and I didn't think that I would be recording, talking about these things. I didn't plan anything for this video. All of my previous videos include something like a script. Like, I usually prepare a script. But for this video, I was just, I'm not going to prepare anything, I'm just going to talk. Because ASMR doesn't always include stories like scripts. There are a lot of ASMRists who just hit record and start talking. Or not. I see some ASMRists who do like away. They don't even talk, they just do tappings, whispers, inaudibles, yada yada. Which I also try to do, and I'm going to try to do again and again. I want to continue, but I am not sure what to talk about. And let's talk about what ideas I have for future. I already have a playlist, like a list for artsy letters. famous authors. Like, I've already done Virginia Woolf, I've already done Edgar Allan Poe, and I have like 20 names. I had 20 names. Even back then I first started doing it, I already had 20 names. I was just slowly doing it, but then I wanted to try other things in the middle, and then I stopped doing the artsy letters. But it is something that I want to complete. Like, I want to complete all 20 authors. And the idea basically is I try to write scripts, letters, poems, like just plain texts in the style of one particular author, to resemble their writing, to just for ASMR reasons, not anything else. Because if it was for, I don't know, sharing artsy stuff on YouTube apart from ASMR, or maybe studying, because that's what I studied. Those authors are what I studied in college, because I studied American Studies, which is not a field in any university in America, in the United States, but it is more valid in Europe and or the rest of the world, really, and it consists of mostly topics that are taught at students in high school in the United States. So I have studied for a bachelor's degree to have almost the same knowledge about American history of a high school student, high school graduate in the United States. But this is an academic study. There is a master for it, there's a PhD for it, and it's a broad field. It's really a broad field. Most people tend to just underestimate what it is. Like, some people even go on to say, like, does America even have history? Duh. Whatever, but it was fun. It was really fun. So all of these authors that I mentioned, 20 authors, we've studied some work from them. And my purpose was to just imitate those authors and come up with something fun for ASMR reasons. And yeah, I've done two, is it 3 or 2 authors already, and I want to complete that list, but I'm not sure. I will see. I will see. And of course I will be sharing more about myself. I will be, from now on, you will be seeing me, my face, because that's how I want to proceed with ASMR. And what else? I don't know. Okay. Sorry. That was my alarm. It's almost bedtime now. Okay. I think I will sleep